welcome to the 2025 Temple Awards. My name is Nikki David and I'm the president of Temple. Each year, Temple awards students who have participated in ensembles, audition groups, the musical, and state or district festivals. This year, we are acknowledging approximately 170 students within the Oliver Ames and Easton Middle School program. We would like to begin by thanking the entire Easton Public School Department of Music for all that they do to provide such an enriching experience for all of our students. We want to inform you all that this is being recorded on ECAT. Just a side note before we get underway, we've made every effort to get things correct this evening. But if for any reason there are changes needed, please let your teacher know. And as the names are announced, please hold your applause until we've reached the end of the group. As your names are called, you'll come up on this side of the stage, collect your gift, and then exit on that stage, of course acknowledging our directors and such as you exit. The sophomores are receiving something. There is a paper tag on it. I don't want to find any paper tags on the floor. So I would appreciate that you take all that you are given back out of the auditorium with you. With that, I will call Piper, our communications chair, to come down and start the presentation. Thank you so much.
Darren Holmes. Grace
I just wanted to explain the senior gift. So based on the reaction and exuberant applauses given to everybody, those are frames that you can sign with your friends, sign and keep if you want to take to school. There's a pen included in there, so in case you were wondering what it was for, that's the gift. So anyways, I'm going to introduce Jess Block, who's going to read this year's recipients.
This is the 6th year that Tempo has raised funds to issue senior scholarships. We are really excited to thank our community, all of you in the music community, for participating in the fundraising events that built these scholarship opportunities. So this year we had 15 applications to the Tempo scholarships, and we were honored to read the stories of how music has shaped you all over the years. The committee was made up of 6 former and current EMS and OA parents, and we reviewed your blinded applications to choose this year's recipients. As I call your name, please come up onto the stage and stay up here for a photo. Recipient 1. This student's journey with music began before they could even speak and has grown into a lifelong passion for performing and connecting with others. Inspired by their teachers and experiences in the Easton music community, they now hope to become a music educator and create a space where all students feel seen, supported, and inspired. Please put your hands together for Charlotte O. Whether in marching band, jazz band, or supporting their section, they have led with kindness, dedication, and a genuine care for the people around them. Their passion for music and strong sense of community have been at the heart of this journey. Put your hands together, please, for Angela Chirigian. concludes the tempo portion of the show, and we will now turn it over to the music department.
Hey everybody. Oh wow, that's loud. I found out I was going first 5 seconds ago, so this is a whole lot of fun. I lied. I'm so sorry. I lied to you all. I knew like 30 seconds ago. Super excited to give out an award on behalf of Oliver Ames Panache. This is my first year as the director of Panache, and I remember about this time last year being on the phone with Mr. B for hours at a time saying, hey, come do Panache. And I said, that scares me, no. And then I did it, and it was the best. So super excited to give this award out. A couple of things to say about this person. I wrote them down. Super smart. And by I wrote them down, Emma wrote them down. This person has been in Panache for all 4 years of high school and has served as a leader for half of their time in the group. They're always giving 100% effort in every rehearsal and performance. They are a model member of our ensemble. They always lift the energy of our group up and are always exuding leadership qualities by putting themselves out there for everyone to see. So for the Outstanding Performer Award for this year, give it up for Colleen Carey. Short and sweet.
Hello. I'm going to be presenting awards for show choir / combo pit band. So this first recipient, I'm going to give him 2, has been... Okay. This is taller than me. Has been in the group for 3 years. Outstanding musician, just exudes community, loves to play games. Had a very fun time for 3 years having to lug probably the hardest equipment around all the time. So for Music Honor Award, I like to give Lillian Griffith. The other recipient of a pit band award is another 3-year member. Again, someone that's put in tremendous work and always with a smile. They had a very unique role in the group as they are someone that always had a solo every year. Just the way that the group works, there's always a ballad. In ballads, there's always a pianist. And there's always a song that becomes the Hannah song. And she killed it every year. Especially this year where TJ and I sat down and we were like going through the song names and I was like, oh, the Hannah song. He's like, the what song? And I was like, I don't actually know the name of the song. It's just become the Hannah song. So for a Music Honor Award, I'd like to give Hannah Farber. Ryan?
Hello, everybody. Hi. All right, I kind of wrote a lot. It's just stream of consciousness, but I talk fast, so it'll be quick. I'm really proud of all the work you've all put in this year. It's been really cool watching you all get your usual silvers and golds from afar. I want to shout out Panache for having an amazing year. It's been so special to just watch you guys thrive. Shout out TJ and Emma for continuing to uphold what you guys have been working so hard towards. It's just been really great to see. I, of course, want to shout out my musical cast members. You may have seen it. We did Mean Girls. It was awesome. I want to congratulate you all on a job well done. You told a beloved story with heart, passion, humor, and incredible energy. I understand the work you all put in to show up to every rehearsal, ready to learn and retain so much information. and I'm constantly impressed by how efficiently we all learn as a cast. I always thought I would be giving that cliche night before opening night, guys, we don't have a show, dramatic director speech. And I was never even close. Sometimes I kind of wanted to just for the drama, but I never had to because weeks out from the show, we could have done it that day, which is not normal. And it's because you guys work so hard and you're so smart and you're so professional. And I'm very proud and grateful for you all. I think that's across the board for this music program, how professional you guys are, and it's just really amazing to see. Something that also stands out to me is the culture of kindness that we create here in this music program, especially, at least from my point of view, in the musical over the last few years. I'm in those, musical director Facebook groups for Mean Girls, and a lot of posts are, how do I find this set piece, whatever, and a lot of them are, how do I deal with the culture of bullying and meanness in my cast? And I read those, and I'm like, I would never have to consider that. Not to say you're all perfect angels 100% of the time. You are teenagers, but you support each other, you're respectful, you understand each other, and that just makes the process so amazing for all of us, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I want to shout out my seniors who have worked so hard to create that type of environment over the last few years, especially those who have been in this musical program for at least 3 or so years. Sean, Alex, Z, Colleen, Sophia, Tristan, Charlotte, Anastasia, you guys are all incredible. Grace, Allie, did I miss anybody? No? You're all here? Okay. You guys are so amazing. And thank you for being so welcoming to all the other grades who do the musical. To my seniors, it's been an honor to watch you grow over these last few years. You're so talented, and you've been such a huge part of my time here at OA, and I hope that I've contributed to yours. It always blows my mind when I'm like, oh, what are you majoring in next year after you put on this Broadway-level performance? And they're like, biochemistry. I'm like, okay, that's crazy to me. But it's just a testament to how well-rounded you all are, because I could never, and I'm so impressed by all of you. I wrote these all down, Chuck's crew, Kate, soloist #1, fairy godmother, drumline member, baby bear, and court stenographer, to Shrek, Katie, Janice, Damien, Aaron, Fiona, Sonia, Mrs. Heron, Mrs. George, etc. All these incredible roles you guys have played. The best role you've played has been just members of this community, and I'm so grateful for you all. That being said, I have 2 Outstanding Performer Awards to give out for the musical. My first award is going to someone who truly blew me away this year with their hard work and dedication to their role. Their talent has always been very evident, but watching their confidence grow over the last 4 years has been incredible, and I'm so proud of everything they've accomplished. So for their amazing performance as Janice Sarkeesian, Z. Leach. All right, and one more. My second award is going to a senior who has been there with me quite literally since day one, first period, theater arts. They put on a next level performance as leading role, Katie Heron, and did so while lifting up the cast members around her and putting in so much hard work. I could count on one hand the amount of notes I gave her throughout the process, which is just a testament to how professional and incredible she is, and I'm so proud of her. So come on up, Charlotte Rowell. And that's my time. Who's up? Yay, Mr. Sandberg!
Good evening. I have 2 awards to give out this evening. The first is for Sean O'Rourke for Outstanding Choir Member. Sean has been... Sean has been really a leader in the group, from concert band to marching band to jazz band to concert choir, show choir. He brings a tremendous energy. He's a leader of our bass section. I've heard some of our choral members say he's the reason we have a bass section. He's a triple threat, singer, actor, dancer. In EP Music Theory this year, he's been kind of like a co-teacher for me and really motivated the other students. One of my favorite things about Sean is that he goes up to people who are feeling sad and he says, "Keep your head up, King." So, keep your head up, King. You deserve this. The other award I have is for Colleen Carey, who has... Congratulations, Colleen. Colleen is another true leader. Her fellow students described her as a tremendous dancer and someone who motivates them, and without being mean, which I think is a true testament. Just a consummate singer, a very powerful leader and singer, and thank you very much. So thank you, Colleen. And thank you, Mr. Benson, for your tutelage this year.
Oh, can you hear me now? Okay, so there you go. Hello. Oh, good, a participatory crowd. Excellent. Playing right into my hands. So, I'll be honest. One, I need to buy some time because we forgot a certificate, and Mr. Fowle's printing it right now. That's on us. Anyway, what? Hey, look at you. Now, shuffle it in there. No, shuffle it in so no one knows which one it is. Anyway, so, allow me to begin again. I had this speech down to about 52 words. Frankly, we've all been at school rather a lot lately. 29 events in the last 35 days of school, if I recall the math we did at the beginning of last week correctly. So I thought there was great virtue in brevity. For those of you who've not been here before, I don't usually play that game. However, even with our busy schedules, the truth of the matter is that once again, someone has made the horrible mistake of turning a microphone on and putting it in front of me. And so seniors, this is actually true, right? We always, it's the seniors, it's the last time for something, right? Well, yeah, that's true. But this is actually the last time that I will be able to get up here as the high school band director and say that we've spent the last 9 years together. I'm running out of the kids that I started in 4th grade, right? Because I've not worked down there so long, and it's been a while since I was at EMS. There was that 1 year hiatus, which I'm sure was a breath of fresh air for all of it. Listen, what's funny about that? Look, behave front row, okay? And I know that many of you are looking forward to tonight, although I'm still trying to convince Mr. Korn to speak because that's always my thing. You can go anytime you want, you know? Seniors, you've all earned my respect as individuals and as a class. You deserve to be here tonight to hear why you, frankly, are an example that everyone in this room should be trying to follow. And at senior year, a lot of people are going to get up in front of your grade and tell you why you're special, and that's great. But I'm talking specifically to you, to the band, chorus, and orchestra students who have made it to 12th grade in this program. Just you. This is for you and not for anybody else. I want to be very clear about that. Before I get to all of that, though, I'd like to acknowledge a few of my fellow educators as well, as in what has been a tremendously successful, albeit at times difficult year. I'm here to tell you something, and I hope you don't take it the wrong way. The water in Easton is not special. This music program is not excellent because there is something that makes kids in Easton different. It's not excellent because it's allowed to exist. This program is excellent because you continually make the choice to be excellent. And the reason that you are afforded the opportunity to make that choice is because you have teachers that proudly refuse to settle for less than excellence. Oh, clap for them. Yeah, no doubt. And please understand that that is very difficult. It's very difficult. Sure is. But anyway, now, I'm about to summarize 9 years of learning fairly quickly, so pay attention, all right? And I sincerely hope that the things that I'm about to mention are things that you've taken from your time here. I want you guys to remember a few things. First and foremost, you will always have a home here. 2, that you will always be family. You really matter. And that's one of the things that is so special about playing in an ensemble or singing in an ensemble. Everything that you do matters to all of the people around you. And I want you to remember that the real reason that you are role models and that you made it here tonight is because you embrace hard. If you were at the Evening of Jazz, you heard me say that I feel that we're in a time when it really doesn't serve any purpose either way for us to be super humble about our accomplishments as a music department. I would like to point out all of the ways that I have experienced this senior class embracing hard things. Let's talk about why we're awesome. Believe it or not, all of those things don't necessarily relate to music. The senior class embraces difficulty in many ways. One of my favorite people to quote, what a quotable guy though, right? Winston Churchill said that continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking potential. Well, potential's a dirty word because when you use it, you run the risk of not reaching it. This senior class has exceeded their potential in their time here, and that's truly special. But continuous effort is hard. Making it this far, that was hard too. Learning to read music or play an instrument and sing, that's hard. If it weren't hard, everyone would do it. Food for thought. Putting up with all of your activities, right? All of the other things that we have to do and keeping up with playing your instrument or singing is hard. Let's talk about this one, and we don't a lot, but it's a real thing, and I really want everybody to think about this. Putting up sometimes with the societal pressure that you may face because you sing or play an instrument, and your insecure peers love to tell you how you shouldn't do that because they don't, so it's uncool, is extremely hard, and we've all been there. It's not something we usually discuss, but let's. This senior class of musicians includes varsity soccer players, varsity swimmers, varsity gymnasts, varsity baseball players, varsity lacrosse players, varsity track athletes, many others. It boasts members of the robotics team. It boasts members of the student council. We have students that do so much more than music and yet embrace all of these activities and the time commitments that they represent, even though it's very hard to do so. We have students... Ooh, I know I'm going to catch some flack for this one. That's okay. We have students here that can do the hardest thing to do in sports. Hit a baseball. No, listen. Go back to AP Stat, okay? Come back and tell me what percentage you can hit a baseball and be considered great, okay? So let's go ahead and hit 300 in math class. Watch how far that gets you, all right? And those same kids that can do that can play outstanding jazz improvisation solos, which, by the way, is one of the hardest things to do in music. It's extremely difficult. And they do it. They choose that difficulty. Getting through all of being any one of those things is hard. Being more than one of those things is one of the reasons that you're here tonight and what makes you all so special. Getting through all of that and then to succeed, frankly, at one of the highest levels of any music program in the Commonwealth up to this point in the 5-year window post-COVID is crazy. It's crazy. And I sincerely hope that you are all as proud of what you've achieved here as I am. I am incredibly proud of this program and these people. Once you get through all of that, it's important to remember, though, and this is a lesson that I hope we've all learned, this is a tough one to teach, that as soon as you stop working hard, someone else is going to start. So always work hard. Don't ever let anyone tell you that this is easy. Churchill also said that the price of greatness is responsibility. And as I've said, this senior class is great. But not necessarily because of all of that stuff. Certainly not because of the trophies. We all know how I feel about trophies. You're great because you deeply feel your responsibility to each other. You guys took to heart that you need to learn your part, not because I said so, or not even because that's what the class requires. You understood that the reason that it is so important to do that is not for a selfish reason. It's because everybody around you needs you to do that. There is no backup quarterback in the band. There is no third-string utility infielder to take your place. There is no goaltender we can call up from Providence. Not that you'd want to, that kind of thing too. But anyway, you can't do that. There's only one 1-1 clarinet in the concert band. There's only one lead alto in the jazz band. Everything that you do is important because of that responsibility, and you guys really learned that. You didn't go earn gold medals because it would look good on a resume or put in the work to make the all-state band because it would look good to a college. You keenly felt that responsibility to the person next to you. You felt the responsibility to remember that the right time to do the right thing is not just all the time, but particularly when you don't think anyone is watching, because as many of you have learned the hard way, I always am watching. For another time. And I have to tell you, the further that I get into the speech, the more I wonder why nobody is telling the 85% of students in this school that are not involved in ensemble music why they should not be looking to you as role models, because in my not humble opinion, you are the best of what this place has to offer. And I will not back down. Can we please have a round of applause for the senior class? Always hold your head high and be proud of the time that you spent here and what you achieved as people and teammates, I guess, and musician too. Now, I'll do my best to get through this. Now, I'm almost at the end, I promise. I'll do my best to get through this next piece of advice without choking up a little bit. And I know, anyway. Because it will undoubtedly be the last time that I get to say this one for at least a good long while. So since you're a participatory crowd, please indulge me, if you would, with the appropriate response. I want you to remember that in every endeavor that you undertake from this point forward, no matter how big or how small, no matter how tired you are, burnt out you may become, be better every time. In a world that increasingly accepts mediocrity as good enough, do not let good enough be good enough for you. If you can remember that, then you got everything you needed to get out of this program. And please remember, in both the special moments and the ordinary ones, to look around and take it in. I tell you that a lot too, because a lot of those moments don't come around a second time. While you're at it, I would also appreciate it, participatory crowd, if you keep the number one rule in mind when you're off at college. Don't do. It will serve you well. Now, I have the traditional gift for all the seniors. From me, you will receive a tiger paw in the shape of an eighth note. Tuck it somewhere and remember with pride that you were and always will be a part of this family. Tell people when they ask you, hey, what's that? Oh, it's just a reminder that I used to play the trombone, and I was awesome at it. We were awesome. And as we say, see you soon, because it's never goodbye. I mean, good Lord, I went to a wedding this fall for a kid that graduated like 15 years ago. It was lovely. Anyway. Oh, Poochie, you were working. Yeah, anyway. You see what I mean? It's wild. I would just ask you to indulge me and remember one other little nugget from your time here. It's never been about the destination. Learning a show has never been about winning a competition or putting on a concert. Those things are great. Preparing a solo has never been about receiving an award. It's about the process that you go through and not the product that you arrive at. That's the secret. There's really no arrival. The journey always continues. It's never ending. Be excellent. Choose excellence every day. Love what you do, and it will make it go much easier. Seniors, it's been a busy couple of weeks, and we're all fried. But you deserved to hear tonight that you have made it mostly easy for me to love my work. You know, whether it's been orchestra for a year or everybody else for what feels like forever. Thank you for that. When people ask me, and they do, sometimes in a curious way, sometimes not so curious, they ask me why I take this so seriously and why I demand excellence without exception, and I do. And that is also very hard. I can say with confidence, because I love my work, and I love you guys. So, I have some awards to get through. Listen, if we did it this way, I would like to say up front that every senior in this class deserves an award, okay? Because there is a story behind every single one of them. We obviously don't do it that way. That's not how it works. But we're also not done tonight. We have some scholarships that go out at class night. Some of you will get little notes from me on your last day of school. There's still stuff to come. But I have to get through some of those. And now the slideshow. I did do a slideshow. I used everything that I got. And there is some stuff in there. So I'll cue that up at the end for everybody. There sure is. But anyway, some of you were so cute when you were little. All right. Okay, we're going out of order. It's okay. I did tell them to shuffle them. So we are going to interweave band and orchestra here. I'm so sorry. But it is, all right, up first, up on deck, we have an Outstanding Jazz Instrumentalist Award. And, you know, one of the coolest things about this guy is that he's an outstanding jazz instrumentalist, but he's also an outstanding classical instrumentalist and a heck of a horn player. Bright guy. Killing solos all the time. You know him, you love him, Poochie Luo. You scare me sometimes. Thanks. Okay. No, I'm not doing that one next. Okay, cool. So, next up, I have a Senior Honor Award. And so, you know, orchestra. I have to tell you, I had such a blast getting to re-know you guys or to know some of you. With seniors, I had you guys in 8th grade, I believe. Right? So, thanks for the confirmation, you know. And I just, it was such a treat, you know, and band. I love all my children equally, but I don't often wind up in a situation where I get to know new people, you know, because we've just been together so long. And this person really stood out to me, was an outstanding concertmaster all year. And so this senior honor is for Olga Zaruladu. All right, we're going back to band. So I've already talked about how we value valuing each other and how leadership is important. You've heard from everybody the things that we value in this department tonight. And sometimes I think, once in a while we talk about how leadership comes in different forms, and some of it is quiet. Every once in a while, you get to watch someone go from being just a really quiet leader, right, who always knows their parts, always plays their part, doesn't have to be asked to sit up straight with their back off the chair and their feet flat on the floor, right? Just rock steady. And you get to watch them grow into a vocal leader that is demanding of their peers, I think, at times. And that's a good thing, higher expectations being leveled by each other. And with a level of musicianship rising to trying out for honor groups and making them for the first time senior year. And I just think that willingness to grow all the way through 12th grade should be commended. And so this senior honor is for Hannah Gauthier. So I have a music honor award, and the music honor is really to denote outstanding musicianship in a person. And so we're back to orchestra. Usually when we observe growth as musicians, we're in that rehearsal space day to day. So it is incremental at best. I tell the kids all the time, it's very much like growing, right? You don't stand with your back to the door frame and draw the pencil line over your head every single day, because eventually you would just have a solid lineup, right? You check your height every 6 months when you're little, that kind of thing. Anyway, but so this was weird in that sense, because I knew you guys as musicians in 8th grade orchestra, and then all of a sudden some of you were in 12th grade, and it was like, oh wow, yeah, that'll play, man. That's pretty good, right? And so, an assistant concertmaster in my mind in all but name, but just a tremendous musician that I think really, without this person in the class that they were in, I think we would have had a harder time getting through what we were trying to get through all year. And you can't say that about a lot of folks. So this music honor is for Julia Hansen. In that same vein, talking about, wow, he's really out. Okay. Same vein, talking about, I'm going to flip-flop back to the band. Same vein, quiet leadership evolving into vocal leadership. And I have to tell you, you may not think this, but I love to be proven wrong. I do, especially when it's merited. And so this is a person, again, I don't know where to start, and I know the game's on. But a couple years ago, it was like, yeah, we were running a little thin for some sections in the Friday, with the high school jazz band auditions. And I was like, guys, we are like one trombonist shy of a second big band here. And I don't know that we can do it without it, because we got trumpets coming out the nose. So we got to balance it. And what do? And I get the email back that's like, I'll do it, from a drummer. And like, you will? In a time frame that will allow us to have jazz band within the next 6 to 12 months, kind of a thing. And sure enough. And I don't know if you heard that Friday band trombone solo this year, but oh my goodness. I have been competing in MAJE for now. -1. Yep, that's a lot of numbers. Yeah. Let's just go with longer than you've all been alive, okay? By a significant amount. I have seen an entire section awarded a soloist award as a unit twice. That was one of them. The section was fabulous. And if you know anything about the way that we clean those big bands, every single person needs to be at the same level when you're talking about that. So, I mean, and then I know, I'm sorry, I'm going on. But it's like you spend 2 years in the drum line playing bass drum, and then you need to we need a snare drum, and not for anything. That's hard. That's really hard. Really hard. It was like, yeah, I'll do it. Okay. All right, great. You sure? That's hard. Yeah, I got it. And did it. And crushed it. Tristan Anderson. Now, back to the orchestra. This is an outstanding orchestra member. And I have to tell you, if I were picking someone, right, if I were going to select one member of the orchestra to go represent us somewhere, I don't know, a conference, right, the United Nations, wherever. I mean, you want someone that's going to go out there and be like, this is what it means to be a member of the Olive Rames High School Orchestra, it would be Tu Nguyen. 100%. 100%. Come on down, Tu. All right. I'm going to be careful here because I'm a little afraid of this person if I say something out of pocket. So, okay, grown-ups have fears too, all right? Listen. So I have another senior honor, and we've already talked a little bit about what that means, but if you hadn't picked up on the things that we value here, things like, yeah, we're shy of tenor sax, right? We don't have any more. Need one of those. And this is very much like, yes, I will do that. And not only will I do that, I will take jazz saxophone lessons whilst I also play clarinet at a district level. And am busy doing gymnastics and teaching gymnastics. And I mean this as the highest compliment that I can possibly make. If I had to pick someone to be my own long-term sub and teach my class, it would be Alexis Weintraub. And let me tell you something right now. I run a room with no shenanigans. That would be a room with negative shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? Like, there would not be a squeak that she didn't authorize. And like, that's what I'm talking about, man. One of the hardest working kids that I've ever had, Alexis Weintraub. Okay, I want to do these together, okay? I managed to line this up despite the excellent shuffle job. So I got these two trombone players, right, if I had a nickel. I got an outstanding, this was tough to parse, but I wanted these to be different. So I have one outstanding performer award and one outstanding soloist award, right? And as you'll see later in the slideshow in particular, one of these guys has had the moves from a very young age. You know what I mean? And the other one has not only played some of the toughest trombone transcriptions that I've thrown down, like, yeah, you want to learn this? I mean, this guy and probably Josh Connolly, if I'm thinking in the way back, right? Like, I need you to play this impossible thing by next week. And like, yeah, I got it. No problem. And damn, what a Frank Sinatra impression, am I right? Like, so good. So our outstanding performer on trombone is Colin Costello, and our outstanding soloist is my paisan, Joe Calisi. The National School Orchestra Award, in recognition of singular merit and outstanding contributions to the success of the school orchestra, for displaying an unusual degree of loyalty and cooperation, and for exemplifying that high standard of conduct that is the aim of the school instrumental program. That's heavy, right? And we only do one of these. And I think that the orchestra will agree with me that this can go to no one but Hannah Lee. The Woody Herman Jazz Award. So, Woody Herman, right? Killing jazz clarinetist. Killing. One of the all-time greats. And, you know, the thing about Woody Herman and why he has an award named after him is that there are lots of famous jazz musicians. There are lots of famous musicians, right? That's something you can become famous for, I guess. I'm still waiting, but that's okay. Woody Herman was someone that always did the right thing. At a time when jazz was a highly segregated music, Woody Herman was one of the only band leaders, white band leaders, that employed black musicians. He did the right thing when it was hard. And the person receiving this award is someone that always does the right thing. It doesn't matter how hard it is. It doesn't matter what the consequences they face are. They always do the right thing. I am so very proud of them for their musicianship and their leadership, but for being that person at a time when being that person is so hard. Which brings me back to what I said earlier. What do we value here? Being a good person, no matter what, that's something that we value. So the Woody Herman Jazz Award goes to Matt Scarborough. All right, you're all going to think that this one is cliche, right? In recognition of outstanding achievement in the field of jazz demonstrated through superior musicianship, character, and individual creativity, right? This is the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. Louis was a trumpet player, I know. But listen, again, what do we value here, okay? This guy's always been a great trumpet player. That's never been in doubt, right? But I'm going to tell you what I respect the most about Max Sue. Besides his ability to debate anything, ever, sometimes with absolutely no foundational rationale, that doesn't matter to Max. Oh, he's going to debate it, he's going to win it, don't worry. No, you still can't make it spontaneously 6/8. Sorry, man. But what is it that we value here? I remember very clearly a day when I had a conversation with Max that was like, "You're awesome. Why aren't you better? Get better now. Like immediately. Work harder. You're great. Be more great." And you know, you want to think that it wasn't exactly like that, but it pretty much was. Pretty much was. And you know what? He did it. He did it. Turned up a gear. Back-to-back all-state jazz bands. We haven't had that at OA since, the 90s. I think the last back-to-back all-state trumpet player was a guy, you might have heard of him. His name was Rob Wheeler. He was a pretty good trumpet player, too. So the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award goes to, yes, a great trumpet player, but a really, really hard-working guy, Max Sue. Oh, ladies, if someone get a picture of that. Yep. Listen, I don't know if you've read the news. We're not really rolling in the dough, but I want to buy that from you. Okay? I got like 7 days left with them. I could really make use of that. I'm just saying. Okay. This is the last one for me, and then I'll put on the slideshow, and you can all get a chuckle. All right. So the John Phillips Sousa Band Award, in recognition of outstanding achievement and interest in instrumental music, for singular merit and loyalty and cooperation, and for displaying those high qualities of conduct that school instrumental music requires. You know, they didn't come up with that just to make it sound good, right? We've already talked about what being a part of this requires, and it requires all of those things. And so when you come across a student who does everything at a high level, sometimes to the point of needing to be like, did you sleep tonight? Like, did you get some sleep? Right? Like, sleep is important, you know? But what do you need? Can I help? And has never asked me like, oh, can I get some hours for that? No, just can I help? Sure, while you're busy being like a genius, and also while you're busy being a fabulous French horn player, and while you're being a fabulous jazz trombonist. Oh, hey, this year, your audition, that was over-prepared and really good. You want to play lead? What? Yeah, come on, let's do that. Yeah, you'll get your range up, and you did. Stay away from the floor hockey, though, in gym. That was costly, but we love you anyway. The John Philip Sousa Band Award is going to go to Evan Visnauskas. Oh boy, am I cooked. All right, so next. Oh, yeah. All right, now Mr. Farrell. Yeah. Okay, so no, I do this one. This is what happens. And then you get, I knew, what? No! Jesus. Yeah, did you get the subtle messaging? Hold, please. No! I'm on it. No! Oh, son of a... I got it. Thank you and good night. There's only a couple left. I was afraid of this. So, when I was a young teacher, I was really good at the technology. Now I'm not. And so Mr. Farrell and I thought that we had fixed this, but when I originally practiced embedding audio into this, I accidentally put a Friday Band Judges tape in. So, yeah, there's only a few left, so if you hear someone talk and just see what she has to say, maybe it would have been useful. I don't know. That's on me. That's my bad. Foiled again. Hope it was a good run Friday. Oh, good, the audio's not even working And I'm so sorry. So something that before we go, we did this last year. I'll take the blame for this one. We forgot to print the certificates for the 8th graders and marching band. So I would like to make sure that before we go, we acknowledge all of the 8th graders that were in the OA marching band this year. Would you guys please stand? So we will get you your stuff to the middle school next week, guys, okay? Sorry about that. Thank you, everybody. I think we're down to like only 14 or 15 more events to go, so I'm sure we'll be seeing you around. Have a great... Oh, God, okay. I mean, yay! Here we go. Come on up. Yeah, tomorrow. Remember, Broadway night tomorrow. That's it. Okay, now you can go.
Okay, so it's been a really cool year for the choir because we got our brand new choir teacher, Mr. Sandberg, in the building. Can we get a round of applause? And it was definitely a hard transition from, little kid elementary school to a high school. Bit of a jump there, but I think, he performed it, and I think the choir was terrific this year. So I'd like to give him this gift. Don't open it yet, because I do want to give context. So, this is a story. One day, I walk into choir class, and Mr. Sandberg's holding a bunch of juggling balls. And I'm a little confused at first, because, what could he be doing with those? And then he starts juggling, with skills I've never seen before. He's actually, a pro juggler level, juggler. It was crazy. And it was like a lesson that's saying, I wasn't always good at this, but after practice and practice and practice, I got better, and now I have this cool skill that I have. So, if you please open your gift.
I don't know.
It's 3 juggling balls, and if you look at them, Mr. Sandberg, they have little music symbols on them, little like sharps and treble clefs. Just maybe practice your juggling a little bit. So, yeah.
Okay, and then next we have a photo frame for you. But the funny thing is there's actually not a photo in it because we're going to take one at graduation together as our last moment to hang in the chorus room.
Thank you to our orchestra teacher this year, Mr. Benson. If you don't already know, this was his first year teaching at the high school, and although we've had him before at the middle school, we didn't really know what to expect for this year. But after having him as our teacher this year, we couldn't express more gratitude for him. Where's he? Oh. Hi. And he truly does mean so much for us, and he does so much behind the scenes that the audience at our concerts will never see. And with so many more words we could say, we just want to say thank you. Okay, so one of the gifts, we got him a nice little gift basket of everything that just kind of reminds us of Mr. B. So we got him like some tea, we got him a little jelly cat to stay up with the trends, and we also, and yes, and then we also got like our most meaningful gift is a shirt that says, "I love that for our journey," since he always tells us that. Yes. And then obviously some toys for his kids, and then we also have a picture frame for him. So, yeah, in the process.
Thank you.
So while Mr. B was our teacher this year, the previous 3 years we had Mr. Korn, so we also want to give a big thanks to him, and we got him a gift as well. Mr. Korn... Mr. Korn has taught us so much about music, but most importantly, the art of playing and creating music together. Even though orchestra was a bit intimidating at first, Mr. Korn knew how to make us feel comfortable in his class, telling us random stories like walking to school through the harsh Siberian snow. Thank you, Mr. Korn, for leading us through both challenging and rewarding experiences, whether it was making us play scales the entire class or earning gold at Micah. We truly appreciate you, your kindness, expertise, and patience with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
We don't all have to... I'll go on that. Yeah, you can spread out a little bit. Okay. Shall I start?
Okay. Hi, everyone. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to Mr. B from all of the band seniors. As a lot of you know, Mr. B has been our teacher since 4th grade, and I think it's obvious to most people that throughout the time that we spent with him and with each other, that we've genuinely become a family. I'm going to keep this speech short and sweet. because I don't want to drag it on too long, but all we really wanted to say was thank you for everything, Mr. B. You always say, as you said earlier, do what you think is right, especially when you think no one's watching. And you prove the significance of this every single day. There's so much that you do for every single one of us that you might think goes unnoticed, but it really doesn't. So on behalf of all of us seniors, we just wanted to say thank you. So on to the gifts. I'm just gonna assume. Matthew, come on. He's coming. So if you need help. Does he need help? Do you need help over there? You're good. Just once. Okay, so background for this, some of you might not know. Mr. B got a whiteboard a few years ago, and tragically, I said a few. Okay. So he got it a couple years ago, and tragically within its first week, it took a face dive off the stage. And we were all really upset about it. And it has been falling apart pretty much ever since. The other day we came into band, and it was like, I can't even explain it. It looked like, I don't know. I can't even. So we got him a new whiteboard, so there's that. Our next gift actually isn't for Mr. B, but we got a little something for Mrs. B. A little gift card to Lavender, so we wanted to say thank you to Mrs. B for letting us borrow your husband. Thank you.
The next gift is a little bit more sentimental. I made you a quilt for your family time this next year. Yeah. Thank you to my grandmas for helping me. Another gift next Friday, but we don't want you to be a puddle of tears right now, so. No, next Friday, our last day. Yeah. That's it. Thank you.